Okay, so what was it like growing up on the North Shore? It's a very small community, very prideful. Don't mess with anybody over there kind of community.
I feel like growing up on the North Shore was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was so, so fun, just going to Ali'i Beach Park. Pretty much went every single day
Mm-hmm.
with my entire family. Like when we showed up and we showed up to stay all day long. We brought everything. We brought coolers, we brought tents. We're not just gonna come over here for an hour or go surf. Like we coming here to make house.
Yeah, yeah, set up camp kind.
Yeah, we were like
Yeah,
gonna stay here. So
yeah.
just like my childhood was filled up with like surfing all day long with my whole family, my cousins, my friends, the whole neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
It was like surf paina vibes all day, and it was so much fun. I feel like the North Shore back then when I was growing up is so much different than right now. Like right now is like it's not the same. It's not the same. It's never gonna be the same, I don't think. A lot of people it's kind of like everyone from the North Shore is like the local people are slowly getting like priced out,
Mm-hmm.
and like so much wealthy people are just moving there and buying homes and building mansions. So it's really sad to see that one day when I have kids, they're never gonna get to experience the North Shore that I got to experience.
Yeah.
And even for my mom's been on the North Shore from like way back in the days, and my grandma and grandpa, that's their home, and they got to see the North Shore back when like nobody even wanted to be on the North Shore. It was like kind of like, oh, way out in the country,
Yeah, yeah.
like not a popular destination.
Yeah, now it's just overrun by tourists.
Yeah, now we just sit in traffic for
Oh, the
hours.
traffic, yeah.
It's like crazy. A lot of people around the island, like we get on the North Shore, we get the rep, just like, oh, a bunch of Hali people. Like, but there is a lot of Hali people, but there also is a lot of like local people, like Hawaiian people
Yeah.
that's like born and raised there, and like that's our home. And we all are trying our best to preserve, this part of the island, this part of our home. But it's hard, definitely, because with like all the contests coming over and all the foreigners coming over, it's just kind of turned into like a photo op.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone's just trying to take photos. Everyone's trying to,
Instagram.
yeah, seriously,
Mhm.
everyone's just trying to get content, and all the surfers come and just like film the waves all day long, and just so much like publicity going on.
Mhm.
And it feels like honestly, it really felt like this winter, the North Shore area was not happy with what was going on. Like the waves sucked. Like all the contests got completely shut down with waves. And I just felt like this is Hawaii speaking. This is like the people speaking, our ancestors speaking, like this is our land speaking, that we're not happy with what's going on, and we like need you guys to respect our home and stop being like this. So I don't know. But yeah, when I wouldn't surf on the North Shore, we would go dirt biking at Kahuku Motocross Track.
Nice.
We would go canoe surfing. We'd go camping. We'd go on the boat, go like sailing all over the place, or go on the power boat all over the place, and just like spend so much time outdoors. Like we were never like
Awesome.
inside. We're like always outside, like hiking, playing inside of the mud, building like forts, like
Nice.
just doing all kinds of stuff that you would do in the countryside.
Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
I only have one sister, but
Oh, nice.
we had our friends at our house like every single day. So we had like 10 kids at our house.
Wow.
My mom would be like so pissed because she would have to feed like all of us, but she would. But like after like the 5th day in a row, she'd be like, okay, you guys got to go home already.
Yeah, yeah. So you had a sister, but it sounds like you grew up with around a lot of guys.
Yeah, I had a sister, and she's like my best friend, but I grew up with mostly boys. My best friends growing up were all boys, and like I was such like I don't know what you call it,
Like a tomboy.
Tomboy. Yeah, I was like super tomboy. I would wear like boy clothes. I would when I would go surfing, I wouldn't even wear like a bikini.
You'd have the surf shorts.
I'd wear like the boy
Yeah.
like board shorts.
That's how my little sister used to dress growing up.
Yeah, so that's
That
what
was a style back then.
That was a style. That was a style. But I like would tell like all the boys like, I'm not a girl. Like what? And they would tell me, like, so my best friend was a boy and his name was Moana, and it was for his birthday. He's like, oh, I'm having a birthday. It's a boy only birthday. And I like looked at him and I was like, he's like, but you can come. And then like all his friends, I showed up and all his friends are like, wait, why is Moana here? Like, this is a boys only party. And Makana like looked at them and he looked at me. He's like, no, she's a boy. Like,
This was before the pronouns and gender
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it must have been even more confusing back
it
then.
was so funny. And they like all looked at me and they looked at my clothes. She wears boy clothes. She's a boy. And they were just like, okay. And then I would get to come with all them. It's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome. So, growing up in North Shore, it has a specific culture, which is like this surf culture, and then there's like the local families, the holiday families, like a lot of transplants, a lot of people
Yeah.
moving there to find themselves and try to find their purpose in life. I feel like
Yeah.
that happens a lot. Does that ever, I don't know, annoy you, or do you ever have times where it makes you upset, like you feel like you already talked about it changed a lot since you've grown up, but does that kind of anger ever get to you?
Yeah, for sure. I think me and along with my whole family,
Yeah.
every local person from the North Shore definitely affects us. We have to learn how to like control that anger. Else we would be like going off on everybody all the time. Like I
Yeah.
definitely have had times where I like cannot help it any longer and I have to like, tell people straight up like what's the problem? Because I hate seeing like people just taking advantage of like our home. And I hate seeing like developers just coming and making all these fancy houses like where we used to like play in these fields, and now it's like got sold to like these rich people that aren't even from here. I'm like, they're not even like from Hawaii. They're like absolutely like from like another place in this world. Like why do they get to come and buy our home? Like where am I supposed to live with my kids and my family one day? Like where are we all gonna go? There's not enough room for us. We can't ever afford these houses. Like we're not millionaires. Like how are we gonna be able to live over here? So it's like I think for me the biggest fear and what drives the most anger in me is like seeing like or being afraid of there's nowhere else for us to go. Like where are we gonna go? It's like really scary, but it's nice when people come and enjoy and then like go back.
Yeah.
It's like you can come. Like no, we want you to come and experience our home and enjoy it.
Spend your money at our local
Yeah.
businesses.
Help us
Yeah.
out, and we're gonna help you out, and you guys can enjoy over here for a little bit. But after that little bit, you have to go home because this is where we belong. This is our home. We have the right. I feel like I feel bad saying it, but like some people shouldn't like. I feel like being in Hawaii, it's a privilege.
Yeah. Say it, Moana.
Like-
Say it with your chest.
Like I'm not trying to be like entitled or anything
Oh, no,
like that.
I get it.
I'm not trying to like be entitled, but like our ancestors like sailed across the ocean on like canoes following the stars so that we could be here.
For sure.
And like they put in so much work to like make it possible for like this to be our home. Like we all deserve to be here. Every Hawaiian should not have to like move out of Hawaii. They should be having like a place to stay here for the rest of their lives with their kids and all of their family. Like we all should be getting the best of this land. We should not be like living in like little condominiums in town in this like tiny little apartment. Like we should be having our land.